So this is a choke that I started using as a purple belt. I sort of just stumbled upon it in training one time and realized you can make this position. It's really strong, but because it's so, like you'll see when I show you, because it's kind of a weird position, some people get mad when you do this. And I used to do it on a lot of higher belts and they would get mad and say that it was illegal. I'm not absolutely sure of the legality, but I've seen people hit this in IBJJF since. Like one person I've seen put someone to sleep with it. They didn't get DQ'd, so I think the rules on it are like legal, iffy. It's kind of iffy, you don't know. Because it involves putting pressure on the throat as if like a guillotine pressure or like a forearm pressure, except you're using your foot. And I stopped using this for a long time, and I sort of whipped it out in training the other day. I was having some fun with it. Some other people weren't having much fun with it, but it's an interesting position. So basically, it's super simple. It's like almost too simple. You're playing guard. You can play like a half guard or a knee shield. You can play open guard. It doesn't matter. And all you're going to do is grab both lapels here, and you're just going to put your foot right on their neck, like this. Now you'll see I don't have my toes on the outside. I put my toes on the inside. It's going to help me direct my pressure of my foot straight into his neck. Whereas if I keep my toes on the outside, when I put pressure, I may slide off a little, or he may be able to grab my toes and like bend my foot out of the way, because I don't have a lot of leverage. If he grabs my toes like this, he's going to be able to bend my foot. So I really put my toes on the inside. That's the most important detail here. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to sort of just push,
You're going to throw something.
Yeah, you're not going to stop him, because I'm going to use the knife edge of my foot, which is this blade here on my foot. And I'm going to put constant, steady pressure into his throat, upwards, pulling with my hands. Now you can see how that would choke you. And there's not really anything you can do. His best bet is probably to isolate one of my wrists and pop the grip. Like that, because then he's going to be safe. But people usually don't have the presence of mind to go for one. They usually grab their foot, try and push on the foot, which is a bad choice. Now sometimes what will happen is they'll fall over backwards to try and relieve the pressure. And if they fall over backwards, that's even worse. Because now they're really just going to get it, because you have even better leverage right here. Now this one puts people to sleep a lot because they don't recognize it as a choke, and they feel like they can get out of it. They think it's just an uncomfortable position. Next thing you know, they're asleep. So you do either side. Like I said, you're just going to put your foot on their chest, slide your toes in underneath the lapel here, heel on the other side, and then you're not going to stomp with like the bottom of your foot. It's not the bottom of your foot, because then your knee's going to be at a weird angle. You have to use the blade of your foot here, and then that's going to slide right underneath his chin, even if his chin is tucked. You're just going to grip, strong grips on both lapels, and just slide it in there. And you're just going to push, just like that. Really simple. I don't know what to call it, but I have seen someone do this in IBJJF. For any of you that are competitors, I suggest you try it for the sake of being a guinea pig and see if you get away with it in IBJJF, and then let me know if it was legal or not, because that sort of position is not covered in the rules. There's no rule about putting your foot on the throat, because you can go the quad, which isn't a problem. You can use your forearm on the throat, it's not a problem. You can guillotine the throat, so why can't you use your foot? I don't know if you can step on the throat. Like, I feel like if he was on his back and I stepped on his throat, I can imagine that this would be illegal, right? But you're not doing that. You're doing it from the bottom. So I have seen people use that choke that I just showed in IBJJF and gotten away with it. But be warned, to be careful with this one. Don't do it fast. You're not going to kick the person in the throat. It's just like the wrecking ball pass or the stomp pass. You press. You do a solid press, but you don't kick them. It's not a strike. It's slow, steady pressure. So don't go hurting your training partners by jabbing in the throat with your foot. Gentle pressure,